get the camera sorted out. My seat sorted out. Camera's still not sorted out. Okay. We'll get there, folks. Hello, hello. How lovely to see you. You see that I like Cat Stevens? You'll have to explain that to me, I'm sorry. Good evening, everybody. I've got cold hands, so hopefully I'll get them warmed up tonight. Nice to see you and have you on my channel. Tonight I'm going to make a bit of a card with a difference. So Stampin Up sell acetate. It's a clear plastic, but they do a nice thickness one called a window sheet. And it's really handy for making unusual projects and can actually score window sheet, excuse me, if you need to make boxes or folds in it too. So that's quite exciting. I think you get 2 sheets in a pack. They come 12 by 12. So if you're doing smaller projects, it will last quite a nice time. So I'm going to show you a couple of projects I've made already with it and talk you through a project I did with the class. If we've got time, I might make another one. We'll just see how time goes. So I'm very organised tonight, ish. I've actually charged my other device and that's ready to go to read your comments. So I'm just going to get that one ready and hope you're ready for the ride. If I can call it, oh, there I am there. So you might have seen a picture on, or a small picture on the thumbnail of my video, but you wouldn't have seen the actual card itself unless you've been to my class. Good, right, nice to see you. Hi there, Anne and Valerie and Sally Jo and Margaret. It's good to have your company. Skip the ads, you don't need to be watching that now. Okay, cool. Let's get you down on desk view and I'll show you what I'm doing. Now, I don't normally show what I'm going to make, but because I've made it already, I'm going to show you. And then I'll show you an alternative version that I did, if all that makes sense. Okay, so here's tonight's card using that lovely paper. I'm just going to take the other one out. Using the lovely paper from the celebration. And I quite think that this style of card is quite masculine. Now, the magic of this card is, ta-da, that you just love that. So you might be thinking, where'd you put the writing? You turn it over and you've got all that space on the back to do the writing. But I love the fact it's just got this lovely clear element at the front of the card. I can't take credit for the design. I wish I could, but you know. So I give it full credit to, so I'm just trying to sort out my comments. That's Incredible by a lady called Jamie, and if you type in acetate front cards it'll come up onto YouTube. Good morning, Carol, nice to see you. So that's who it was inspired by. Now she has the more American sizes, but I've adapted it to the A4 sizes. Okay, so UK and Australia and Europe, rather, European sizes. Hi there, Darlene, lovely to see you. So this is the version I'm going to be making tonight to show you how to do that. But I'm going to show you the one that I originally did, which was for our anniversary, and just to show you that you can do them in I forgot I had a message in there for different occasions, and it can look completely different, and you can use photos like this and do this style instead. So just a couple of examples. Now, what's my phone doing? It's suddenly gone a bit crazy. What's going on? Oh, that was weird. Got all these apps open. Hold on. Okay. Isn't it fun? So you've got that lovely acetate frontage, and it gives a really nice surprise to the card. So yes, I am going to use A4, A5. I'm going to use those type of measurements. So I've got my kit already because, as I said, I've done this in class. So the base card you cut down into let's have a look. So it's about, oh no, it's just over 13 centimetres. So I scored it in half. No, yes I did. So sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. There we go. You once you've cut down your card in half, you score it at 10.5, and then I actually scored it again. I think I scored it at 1 inch, which is about 2.5 centimetres. Okay, so you just want that base card, and then you want a flap. And then, so I've got a piece of DSP, which we're going to stick in the background. So that's my usual size of 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. And centimetres, if you want it, is 9.9 centimetres by 14.4. Okay, so that's going to get stuck in the back like so. Hi Ellie. And then oh, thank you, Sally Jo, saying lovely photographs of my husband. Oh, what's going on? I've stopped on my other device. And then these pieces here measure 7/8 of an inch, or about I'd say 2.3 centimetres by 5 5/8, or 4.3. So once I give you these measurements, I can move on and not worry about it. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea. It's just a matte layer for the background, and you want 2 identical strips, one for the front and then one for the inside as well. So whatever you do on the outside, you want to duplicate on the inside to cover up any glue. So I'm going to get this one made for you, and like I said, if we've got time, I'll make another one. So we want to make it look a little bit more vintagey. So I'm going to come in with my brown brush and just see what ink we've got left on here. I've got a bit left, which is subtle enough to go on my card. So just going around the edges. There we go. That's going to stick straight onto the back. And then while you're here, you probably want to do your other pieces as well. Just give it a little bit of a brushing down. It'd be lovely for a wedding card, wouldn't it? A little bit different, or a special birthday. Oh, Ellie's listening to us with her new wireless earbuds. They are good, aren't they? I do like my wireless earbuds. I went from one thing to another. So I went to the sort of wired wireless non-plug-in ones. Then I ventured to the earbuds, and I love them now. So we're going to simply stick this down at the back, like so. So I like to have like a border around the edge. That's what I like. And then we're going to stick one on the front. Now just be careful, okay, because there are steps that need to be done. So middle and front, okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not missing a step on the way. And again, I've cut this so that there should be a bit of a border. Okay, the border might not be completely identical around the edges, but that's what we're aiming for. Sort of, you know, it's a little bit thicker top and bottom, but we're not going to look that closely, are we? Okay, I'm just now that I've got my other device in action, I need to just sort out some of the settings because it makes it very tricky to look at it. Okay, then I've put a post-it note on this, partly because to avoid getting lots of fingertips on it, but also when it's in a kit, or because it's so clear, it gets lost easily. So anything that's clear, I tend to put washi tape on, like lids and things like that. It's a great tip so that it helps you not lose your clear lids. So that's my free takeaway tip for tonight. I was going to measure this piece of acetate for you. So this is, oh, it's just under 10 centimetres, but you know, so it's 4 1/8, is it 4 1/16 of an inch? So this piece is just going to go inside here, like so. but you want to make sure there's enough space for the card to fold. Okay. Ellie says, sorry, missed the beginning. Is this DSP or a stamped image? It's designer series paper. It came from the celebration this year, and I've got some left over. So the other side is poinsettias, and then the other side was the trees. It goes with the... Did it go with the Ringed in Nature one? Yeah, that stamp set. So in order to stick this down, we don't really want to be seeing the glue or any... you want to hide all your mess. So I'm going to use some tear and tape. You can use Stampin' Seal if you wish, but tear and tape is fine. And now, in fact, what am I going to do? Because I need to cover it with this. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple of strips in tear and tape, but just be careful, because remember, you want to have your piece of paper covering it afterwards. So I'm going to put a couple of strips right next to each other. Like so. Ellie says that she does that too. I'm presuming she means putting washi tape on clear lids and things. Just going to lift this up. Now, if your tear and tape is a bit stubborn, just give it a good press down. Okay, and then you'll find it's easier to lift straight off, because sometimes it catches and you can't get hold of it. Caroline, evening, tried to sneak in but got caught behind Ellie. There's no getting away that easily. Okay, so I'm just going to move my post-it note over and just line it up here. So I want the front to kind of match the back, really. So that's the bit that I'm trying to get nice and straight along these edges here. Okay, like I said, there's a tiny gap in between. Oh, you see I'm doing this. For a minute I was like, am I doing it wrong? Hi Wendy. So then we're going to fold the flap onto that window sheet. Okay, so then ta-da. Okay, but remember, whatever you do on the outside, you want to do on the inside. You'll get sick of me saying that this evening. So that strip of paper, the same measurement as the outside, we're now going to stick on the inside to cover that horrible gluey bit. Now, when you're sticking plastic, it's a bit slippy, so wet glue is not advisable. I'd go back with my tear and tape or my Stampin' Seal Plus if you want it nice and secure. I'm just going to use my tear and tape. So I had a class at church on Monday, and I couldn't find my notebook with my list of things to take, but I was like, it's okay. Nearly forgot to take a certain ink pad, which would have been a little bit disastrous because we were doing stamping green trees, but managed to remember that. Then I was like, right, I must get out the foam pads, right, remember that. And I think I may have got distracted. Anyway, I got to church and we were doing the project. I was like, oh, I've only gone and forgotten the glue. So left all the Tombow, and the only glue I had was tear and tape and my Stampin' Seal, my Stampin' Seal Plus. But everything seemed to be running out. I even had an old snail and that was running out. So everything ran out. So everything sort of renewed, like my tear and tape and stuff. Anyway, we somehow managed. One poor lady got left with trying to glue with glue dots, which wasn't ideal. But we managed somehow. Okay, so don't forget the glue. Can I use the plastic from cake boxes, Caroline asks. Absolutely. I think if it's thick enough, if it's going to be sturdy enough, it's that same type of plastic, by all means. Plastic packaging you could probably use. Ellie says, you got caught because I'm so far behind Caroline, says Ellie. Right. Now, in order to decorate the front, we're going to use the ovals now. So, when I cut the ovals out, I cut out these from those lovely dies, which are called something like basic frames. I'm just going to grab out my die box in case anybody's interested in what it's called, just in case you need to order it from my online shop. Here we are. So these are fabulous, fabulous frames dies, not any dies. Ellie's saying that she often reuses packaging. Yeah, it's a good idea. And it's packaging, it's great for inspiration as well. It's a fabulous, what do they call them? Fabulous frames dies. You've got this lovely big rectangular die. You've got this more ornate one here. You've got this lovely oval, which is what I used, and, which I love, you get corner pieces. We're using those tonight. And this cute label here. Perfect. I love, it's a really good set to have in your kit. I used to have some other dies like this, so I'm really glad that Stampin' Up have brought out their own. Ellie said you got caught behind. Because I'm so fat, Caroline. Sorry, I thought you did a typo. Because you're not fat, Ellie, at all. So okay, so I've cut out that from that die. Nice of navy cardstock, and then with this lovely birdie cardstock on the other side of that lovely marbling, I just chose images where I could see either two birds or where it looked right in the oval. So there's lots of birds on that sheet, and I just went to find any, or like an image that looked nice in an oval frame, if that makes sense. And what it does, it will cut out the inside and it will cut out a frame as well. So we're using both sets of dies, okay? So we've got the navy blue on the outside with the bird, so we're just going to literally swap these two like this. Navy blue on outside and the bird. And then I figured, you know, might as well utilise what we've got and use that for the inside, because that's not really the bit you're going to be looking at anyway. So I'm just going to add a bit of colour to this one. Oh, the cardigan's going to come off. Hi there, Shaz. I will watch back. Lots of thoughts out to you, Shaz. I hear that your daughter needs prayers at the moment. Lovely. Nice to hear from you. So we're going to go for the bird at the front. Now again, I'm trying to think with my class whether I said that you can actually, on a bigger surface like that, use glue, but I'm going to use Stampin' Seal, I think, because that's just easier to run it. This is my new one. Oh, come on. Come on, Stampin' Seal. I think I'm a bit heavy-handed with Stampin' Seal. I don't think I need to be as heavy-handed. Maybe it wasn't this piece, maybe it was the outside piece. Have I stuck it in the right place? I feel like it could move over a little bit. Can I get it off in time? Not really. Okay, we're going to stick. Oh, it's alright. It's not too bad. It's maybe a little bit far over than I wanted, but it's not too bad. Let's try the Stampin' Seal. Oh, we can keep you company, Shaz. It's nice to see you. Lovely to see you. Okay, yeah, I think you can use wet glue. It just, one, takes longer to dry and is a lot more slippy. So just bear that in mind. You might get a bit of overhang. Can you see that? I'm just rubbing off any excess overhang from my Stampin' Seal. And then we're just going to surround that oval with the frame. Sometimes it might just, the shape might stretch a little bit, so you might just want to tuck that into the, get a little bit of glue on it. Just be careful with the glue. It's not one of those cards that you want to have mucky fingers and get it all over, because that can happen. Hello, Janice, nice to see you. So what we do on the outside, you should know it by now, we do on the inside. You can do Tombow on the frame, but I think we'll just stick to plan A. So we're going to cover up the oval like that. Come on, he doesn't want to come up. There we go. And add a bit of... And with these tape runners, they do prefer a flatter, like a harder surface. And then the same with the oval. Getting a bit gluey. Fingers are getting in the way. There we go. Oh, I've got a bit of overhang again. going to rub that in, pretend it's not there. Ellie said, I wasn't keen on that paper, but it looks good in the oval frame. Oh, thank you. I really liked that paper. Sometimes it's knowing what to do with it, if it makes sense. And then the other bits that I have are these lovely corner pieces. Now, if you are going to cut dies, you can cut them with, we've got self-adhesive backing paper, and this is what I've done here. Especially, I would say especially with foil, but I'm not actually sticking the foil bit. I'm just going to, oh, is this the right one? Yeah. So we've got this nice gold foil for the outside. So that's another easy way, if you don't want to get all gluey like I have tonight, just run it through the machine with the self-adhesive sticker sheet, and that will help you out no end. Okay, let's have a look, just catch up on the old comments. Ellie's asking if Janice has got a late note. Oh, Caroline says Daisy, one of her cats, is watching me. Sure, hope she will help. Oh, I hope so. Hi, Daisy. Welcome to my channel. Now that's getting a little bit sticky. I have got a rubber, but I don't think it's going to... An eraser, I should say. You've got to be careful saying that word in some countries. There we go. And then what we do on the outside. Come on, folks. You should know my catchphrase for tonight. What we do on the outside, we copy, and we do on the inside. I'll say it for you. Okay. So far so good. And then that French word I can never say. Pièce something resistance. Oh, there you go. The comment's coming through now. It's just a bit delayed. So this is the little tag die from that same set of dies that I showed you earlier. Okay, it's there. And the happy birthday sentiment is from, and it just happens to be the right size, this stamp set here, which I think is still going. I haven't been through my catalogues to check what's what. A bit naughty, really. So that's the Forever Friendship stamp set. And it's just got this lovely little happy birthday, which happens to fit nicely now. I will need that die in a minute. I don't need a mahoosive piece of paper, I just need a little... Even you're a bit big. Let's cut you down. Ellie says it works well on the acetate. Thank you, Ellie. So I'm just going to do a happy birthday there. And then I'm going to grab out my little machine because there's not a lot of room on my desk. And I'm going to get it cut out on the little machine. So yesterday, as a demonstrator, you get to view any new catalogues that Stampin Up are about to release. So the next catalogue will come live to customers in December. And there's something, if you are thinking about signing up, then just gonna, you know, that's all I'm going to give you. You'll have to wait and see what the offer is, but something in the pipeline, ladies and gents. Okay, so this cute little mini desktop cutter is just, one, it's adorable, two, it's, I just got to push all my sandwiches through. Might have slipped a tiny bit, but I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, it's so handy and so lightweight. So if you struggle with the heavy equipment, this is quite lightweight and very portable. And I must admit, when I got it, I thought, how much will I use it? But I use it a lot more than I think I would have had It tends to come out a lot for desktop cutting. So now that I've run that through and tag it doesn't matter that this has come off. I've got this nice indent around my sentiment, so I know I can just come in and snip around the edges. Now this was a little bit tricky when I did it in class because the lighting in my kitchen, you can't easily, everyone was getting out their glasses, you can't easily see where the indent is. But that helps you to get around that. And oh, my tear and tape wants to stick to the paper. Sorry, I know there's a glare coming off all my lights. Sorry about that. You didn't notice the offer. Oh, I don't think I could say anything about it, so I won't until the time comes. But and what was the most exciting thing is we got a glimpse of a new ink colour. I think that was really exciting, and it's a really nice colour. That's all I'm going to say about that one. But the other thing I will say is if you would like a catalogue, or if you'd like sneak peeks like I get and want to be on my team and sign up as a demonstrator, then please do get in touch. Somebody knocking at my door. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Normal tea?
Yeah. No, thanks.
Sorry?
No.
You don't want tea?
No, decaf.
Decaf.
Yeah. Right. Hi Joanna, welcome back. I hear and see you've had an amazing time away. Not jealous at all. No, good for you. I'm so glad that you got to go to Vienna. And so some people have just come back from Vienna, which was the Stampin Up convention there. I was thinking, do you know what? I need to, I'll just save up just so that I can go abroad to posh places and have fun with Stampin Up people. Okay, I forgot I had sticky back on that, so that was quite handy. So, got a bit of sticky back, gonna add that onto there. Just wondered if it needed any twine, but I don't know. Let's have a look. Now, what do I say to you at this point? What we do at the front, we also need to do. And I'm going to look for the twine. My ribbon drawer is getting a little bit out of control, I must admit. Oh, excuse me. So I'm just doubling this over because I think sometimes bows can look a little bit feminine on a more masculine card. So I'm just going to see if I can get away with a bit of twine. Those are not my ribbon scissors, that's how they're a bit sticky, so I'm going to... Joanne said you'll have more time to save up this time around. Yes. I'd really like to go. It'd be fun. I've not been abroad for ages, mind. I don't think we need the twine. Just doesn't actually add anything. Hi there, Judy. But, you know, it's worth a go. Right. Janice has got it. Yes, what we do on the outside, we do on the inside. I think I've got a slightly wonky sentiment there. Janice has got the drill down. What we do on the outside, we do on the inside. Now you might want to just poke through those. Where's he gone? He was just here a minute ago. Oh, I was really tidy. It's amazing when you craft how much you're unawares of where you put your stuff when you put it down. Okay. Did I peel that off? Yes, I did. There we go. Ta-da! And then just to finish it off, you want a piece of card on the, I say the back side, but I always think that sounds a bit rude. On the behind, on the back panel. Yeah, so the other thing you can, I mean, like on this card, I've done a panel which I've written in. So that's another idea. Oh, for those of you just joining, you might not have seen this one. So this was my original card that I did for our anniversary. It's lovely. When it stands on the mantelpiece, it just kind of separates those It's like a floating card, I guess. Okay. Hi, Vicky. Taking a minute to say hi, but also doing an amazing job of being admin. Thank you. Thank you, Janice. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, can't take credit. I'll stick the lady's details in the corner there. It was inspired by a lady called Jamie from That's Incredible. And if you type in acetate front cards, I got inspired by her. Oh, you're in Ruth's box class at the moment, are you? Now, how are we doing in the old time? 9 o'clock. I do really need to wash my hair tonight. I'm wondering if I can stick around to do another quick card or not. There's a similar design. Let me see what I've got. Let me see if I've got sort of, you know. Oh, excuse me. Right, I'm thinking this lovely Abigail Rose paper, whether we can do something with this. This would look rather pretty, I think. That might be nice for the background. Yeah. Does anyone want to stick around for another one? Oh, you keep losing me. Funny, Ruth said the internet was bad, and I just thought it was her internet rather than mine. Did you guys want to stick around to make another quick one? Sally Jo says go for it. I'll carry on. I'll try and be fairly quickish because I can't stay. So I've got another piece of. Have I? I've not actually cut down this piece, but that's okay. What's that? Some spare bits. Okay. Let's go for it. So we're scoring in half at. So this is a piece of A5, scoring it at 10.5 centimetres, and then moving this over to 1 inch. And, oh, my thing slipped out. In you go. And just leaving 1 inch space there. Simple as that. Then I quite fancied strip down the side, so that was 7/8 of an inch, I think, by 5 5/8. And you need, oops, hold on, 2 of these pieces, 1 for the inside. Thank you. I'll have it here. That. Oh, wolf. Those ones we did before, like those that anniversary.
You're not talented, aren't you?
Well, you know, just copy everyone else.
No,
I don't.
Let's do a little collab sometime.
Yes,
for the fans.
good.
For the fans.
Yeah, might get
not my fans, but your fans.
Might get withdrawals, mightn't they?
Hello, public.
Public. That's very official.
Mango pieces on thing.
Yeah, so this is Abigail Rose paper. Sorry, I've been distracted, honestly. So that piece I thought might look quite nice inside. And then is, oh, I forgot to put your tea order in, Janet. Calling you Janice, Ellie. So that's going to go on the inside. Oh, have I got window sheet? Ah, that's the point. Or could it work with vellum? Shall we try? I don't know. Let's have a little alternative. That could be nice. Oh, somebody mentioned tea. Cheers, everybody. Yes, vellum, says Janice, and this looks as if it's a nice size. So what size did I say I needed it to be? Can't remember. So just under 10.5 to give it a little bit of leeway. I'm like, yeah, I just need to take a smidgen off, I think. Is it going to like it? No, I think it is practically. It's just, I want to take a little, no, I'm not on a very even surface here, it's not really good. I'm just going to take a little smidge. Okay, nice. Well, isn't that, you know, through kind of accidents happening, sometimes you can discover new things. So that goes there, that goes there, that goes on the inside. Okay, so that's part of it. And then I was thinking about using this pretty paper here. That's quite large, isn't it? Maybe a panel of that. So how big is that going to be? Just thinking out loud, ladies and gents. Thinking out loud. Who's blowing their nose? Right, just give me a moment to think. Now, I don't think I'm going to use this paper because the pattern's a little bit too big for what I want it for, so I might do some stamping. But I've got an idea. So I think I'd like this paper to be on the front. Okay. We'll have a little think as we go. Need a cup of tea. Oh, good tea. Hi, Glenna. Are you telling me that you guys don't take milk? Oh, Anne's making a coffee. Nice to see you. I wonder whether we could just stamp on the vellum, and then you avoid having to. Let's do that. Stamp on the vellum. So vellum. Glenna, I just called you vellum. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to call you that. I'm going to stamp. Glenna, sorry. We've just developing a style, I should say. So coming in with soft suede. Now, when you stamp on vellum, it will take longer to dry than card, so just be careful about smudges and such like. Now, is that going to work? Because it's a similar pattern. That's quite nice. Now remember, it will stand forward a bit. So, right, let's just go with it and see where it lands us. Now, what colour is that? Is that Blushing Bride? Will Blushing Bride show up? There's only one way to find out. So if you missed it, Glenna, I'll just show you the card we've just made. And this was using the window sheet or the acetate for the front. Okay, so we're just having a go now, but with vellum instead, to see if it works. I'm going to try and tuck this little pink flower in here. Now it shows up because it's on the white, but let's keep bringing our piece back in. Okay, what we could do, I've got a bit of a, let's turn him over, get my pink brush. This might be too subtle, but let's try. So I've turned him over and I'm brushing from the other side. She says too subtle, it looks too obvious now. Right, we're going with it. That's just a bit of a strong, that's better. Let me just blend a bit more. Okay, we're just going to go with, we trust the process around here. And then I don't want it too strong. Caroline says she's just ordered this set. Ooh. This one, Happiness Found. Somebody's been pressing in my ink pad a bit too hard. I'll have to teach them not to press so hard. I can't see much colour on here, but I think it is there. So it's crumb cake, so it will be a bit more subtle. Just can't see it. It's really tricky when you're colouring on top of a colour, you can't see what's happening. Okay. I think that works. We'll go with that. I can see the ink is still a little bit wet, so just tread carefully. And let's find a nice sentiment. Now what you can do is, you know, with long sentiments like this, you can actually have them up the side of your card. Hasn't your ink smudged working on reverse? Hasn't your ink smudged working on? Oh, I think it has worked. Is that? I think it has. So we're going for, I don't know, I quite like happy birthday, but I'm not sure. Oh, that's congratulations. The happy birthday is quite long. Let me have a little thinky poos. Wondering. Or I could do it on crumb cake, would look a bit better. Oh, that's the harder sound. Crumb cake. Okay, I'm just thinking, I need the words to stand out a bit more. If I stamped it straight on the vellum, it'll get lost. If I stamp it on white, it might look too stark. So I'm going for crumb cake, because if I did this on soft suede, it would then clash with my base card. So hence using this. Judy's all set with her list. I wrote a rough list, and my wish list definitely did not come in as much as Ruth's list did. So Caroline's trying to explain. Sorry, meant with you using pink on the reverse rather on the same side flowers were inked. Yeah, I just thought if I inked on the same side, it might smudge the flower, but because I inked on the reverse, hopefully it avoided the image being smudged. Does that? I don't know if I'm actually answering your question, Caroline. Sometimes it's so difficult when you're trying to read comments to actually I'm sorry, I'm not very good at actually kind of keep it. One, sort of remembering what I've just said, because I keep talking, and two, actually decipher what people are trying to ask on chat. So, I apologise in advance. Okay, I quite like that. I think just like a really cute little happy birthday down there. So let's just bring it together. Is it worth cutting this into two? Or shall I keep it as one? Comment below while I have a look at this. Now, having that pink on there, I thought, oh, it might look nice if I incorporate that bit of pink on the top here. Oh, Gina says with the sale going on many things, sorry, here and here, a lot of currently unavailable status already. So thank you for the reminder, Gina. So at the moment there's a big Stampin' Up sale going on, and you want to get over to my shop and start thinking about some purchases if you want to get your hands on some goodies, because it sounds as if everything's getting snapped up. I'm just going to carry on with the colour around this edge here. The colour's running out of my brush. If it was me, I know I would smudge it. So the answer is to tap very lightly. Yeah, I thought if I did it from the reverse, I think she meant did the back smudge when I leaned on the front to brush. No, I don't think it did. I think it was all right. This looks, why does that look? Oh yeah, because that's the front of the... Now remember, this is going to sit forward slightly, so you've got the sort of... I don't know if it works because there's a lot of lines going on, that's what I'm just going to say. But we're going to carry on. We started, so we're going to carry on. Ellie's going to interpret for me. Oh, as in, did it take away the... Like, by pressing it, did the excess ink stay on the paper? Is that what you mean? So let's get this. So did you think I should cut the sentiment in two? Or do you think I should leave it as one whole sentiment? I will carry on regardless. Yeah, I think because I've got to remember midway, I've just not quite finished. So we're going to carry on. Judy says, I think cut it. Now the other thing we could do is to actually reinforce it and put a bit of, things if you put a bit of card on the front. No, I don't think it needs it. I think you've got the beauty of... Right, let's get this lined up. Stick that one down. That's quite nice. It gives it a nice sort of delicate vibe. There we go. Cut it in two. We want to see an operation, says Ellie. Caroline says, it's amazing how demos come up with so many lovely cards. Yeah, what amazes me is that you can all have the same kit and equipment. Now this looks like it's the wrong colour now that I've added that other pink, but never mind. It's because I've got other pink on my brush, that's why. I don't bother washing them out. I'm not sure if that pink's going to work. Should we do a strip of that? Or, where's that other one? Oh, too many choices. Let me just see what I've got in my little scrap. Oh no, I tipped it upside down. That wasn't the plan. Oh, there we go, look. No, actually on camera I don't like it. Funny, isn't it? On screen. I might just trim a bit of this down. Hi there, Levine. When did you sneak in? Oh, that's okay, Susan. Ellie says, don't forget to put your mask on and Matt can mop your brow for the operation. Hi, Susan's come in after a busy day running errands. Bless you. Right, sorry, getting distracted reading comments. So, just going to cut a piece of 7/8 by... Oh, that doesn't look straight. We'll find out in a minute. Okay, we're going in for the top. Hold your breath. Quite like that. No, not cutting my stamps. I'm not that brave. I thought you guys knew that. Cutting my cutting the card. Oh, trust me, if I was cutting stamps, I wouldn't be this calm. No, 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 Sherry. Right. Wonder if. Again, it's a different pink. I've gone a bit too pinky with that. It would have been alright, but I've gone a bit pink with the. I know what I'm talking about. With the blending, that's what's gone on here, ladies and gents. Oh, I've got this. Can't find the end of this roll. No, the white. Sorry, this is taking a lot longer than I was anticipating. No, don't like the dark brown. Okay, we're gonna. Don't remember. Oh, I was gonna say, what's the other side of that one? Okay, wrapping up. I'm gonna put some ribbon on here. And then we might as well use the. Oh, I've gone off the edge. Oh dear, the joy we're having tonight. Let's get this stuck down. Okay. You stay there. Okay. Looks peachy. Yeah, the chop. You know what's happening? It's just because I mix my inks on my brush. So the. Oh, maybe it's blushing. Did I use the wrong colour? Did I use blushing bride instead of. What's the other colour? Petal pink. That's why. I know for next time. I was getting a bit confused. Right. Oh well. If you make the card, you know what to do. Don't do as I do. Do as I say. Never mind, we've got a pink card. Right. Oh, I didn't think about this, did I? What you do on the outside, you've got to do on the inside. So I'm going to just mimic that piece there and mimic this piece here. Yeah, I think I grabbed out the wrong pink for sure. Okay, let's try again with my Stampin'. Oh, he does that sometimes. Does anyone get that where he grabs the paper and he doesn't want to let go? Quite like the idea of these being down here. Whether that's me being too heavy-handed, I don't know. Oh, you see, that's not too bad, actually. You can hardly see that, so I might not even need my other bits. Okay. So it's really kind of delicate and, yeah, it's nice. It's nice, nice. Okay, so we're not without some gems. Just, you know what I need? I know exactly what I need. Oh, these are nice. Sorry, got distracted. I was just getting out the gold butterflies and I got distracted by those. But we can have them all. Not always, but oh, these are nice. They work. Now, just be careful, because it's vellum, you don't want it too top heavy, okay? Esther, did you hear that? Need some flutterbys. I'm going to just stick a few more on, I think. More on. Sorry. Right, there we go. It's nice. Now, does it need a few gold sequins? Don't know. Maybe a few small ones. Okay. I don't think it needs the pink gems. Keep it nice and delicate and gold, but could maybe... No, I'm thinking a bit of bling. Just a little bit of sparkle. Do you know what I'd need is those champagne ones, which I don't actually have. No more, says Ellie. Step away from the card, she's saying in her head. And I don't listen because I just want to keep adding more. Right, I am going to put a little bit of Wink Stella, and because I've got Glenna in the house, I'm going to grab my blender pen because I have failed to dottatize it. Dottatize, good word, eh? Yeah, less is more. Okay, you say that, but for me it's about the detail and just a little bit of winklage. Oh, that's pretty. Just saying, it's pretty. Okay, how's about it? You see that? I know, the grand finale. Look at the difference. Look at the difference with the dottage. Just subtle dottage. Nice. Well, that worked out all right. And look, we've got a little different inside. Yeah, not perfect, but like nearly there. And we need to stick something on the back. Oh my, this one is my fave. Oh, there you go. Wendy likes it. We're all good. Okay, there we go. So you can do it with vellum as well. It goes to show that an idea, once you get an idea, you can develop said idea. I keep burping, I'm really sorry. That's why I keep having to pause. So, just to recap, you can have your panel at the back of that to do your writing, and you can put your sentiment at the side. And I've put some baker's twine there as well. Or you can do what we did tonight. Whatever you do on the outside, we do on the inside. I've just got a little bit of glue catching, which I need to sort out. So every time I go and open it, it catches. And then you've got that, and that looks super on the shelf. And then we developed the idea to save me cutting some more window sheet. We've gone with the vellum look. This really nice kind of vintagey vibe with the lovely. See, I'm tempted to put corners on that. If I just pop that up a bit, but I suppose it doesn't need it. There we go. But yeah, it's got a really nice subtle look to it, and hopefully, let's have a look. Yep, that stands nicely. You've got the reinforcement of the card at the back and of the side. Oh, Wendy, putting yourself to bed early. Rest well, Wendy. Right, folks, thank you for staying around and for helping me develop that final card, because it was a bit of touch and go as to whether that was going to happen, but it did, and I made it, and the card is made, and I still need to go and wash my hair. So, oh, thank you, Levine. She says, love them all. Great playtime, says Ellie. So pretty, says Joanna. Caroline saying night to those who are off to bed. Lovely, lovely May, says Glenna. Thank you. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you all for joining me. Good night. Lovely to have your company. Thank you, Living. Cute card with you and Matt, she said. Yeah, that's for our anniversary. I don't tend to go overboard with cards for him, because although he does appreciate my work and what I do, I think just generally men don't always go goo goo gaga over cards. So lovely to see you, Gina. Gorgeous cards. Thank you for sharing them with us. You're welcome. Absolutely welcome. I hope you're well. I haven't had much of a chance to chat to you guys. I'm busy talking. I hope everyone is okay. And I will catch you next time. And lovely to see you. Yes, please go check out those special offers online at the moment on my online shop, stampinstarcreations.co.uk. And look out for December for the new catalogue. And if you want to know about the sign-up deals to get a really good deal, if you're thinking of spending or starting a new hobby, then it's worth a little chat with me. So I'm allowed to sell to Europe, no, not all of Europe, the United Kingdom, no, hold on, let's get it right. Yeah, the UK and Ireland, France, Germany, Austria, the Netherlands and Belgium. I think that covered it. There we go. All right, guys, take care. God bless you, and hopefully I'll catch you next Tuesday. And hi those on replay, just saying. Okay, bye.